What's going on, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision, your daily source for knife and EDC content. Today, I have an awesome video for you. We are taking a look at several great options for an EDC knife in a wide range of prices. Going to be very affordable and hopefully a little something for everyone, whether you're looking for a gentleman's folder, something fun, something that's purely EDC, or you're looking for pure utility. I have it for you here. We're going to kick the video off with the Real Steel Terrace. Before we get started, you know what to do. Let me know down in the comments what your EDC is for today. Love seeing what you guys are carrying. The Real Steel Terrace here, I will have this link down below. It is available, and there are a couple options of this knife available. And all these knives are available on this list, and I'll have them linked down below in the description and the pinned comment. The Terrace here, going to come in right around $69 for this particular version. We're going to be looking at Nitro V steel with a PVD coating, and then we have a nice anodized aluminum handle here. We have really good access to the liner with a chamfer and some jimping. Flipper tab for deployment, and it's done really well with a snappy detent. You can do kind of the push button, light switch, or the combination of both, and that's what I pretty much do, is that combo, and it really pushes that blade out. We have a deep carry wire clip. It's going to be reversible for lefties, and in the back spacer we have an included lanyard hole. We're looking at about 3.1 inches of Nitro V steel and 7.2 overall, and only going to be about 2 ounces. So this thing is light, it's slicey, it's pokey. I think this makes for a perfect gentleman user. Here we're taking a look at the SRM Mirage, or the 238, and when I did the unboxing on this knife, people went crazy over this thing. It's going to come in around $45. Now for this particular knife and website, I do have a coupon code that will actually lighten up that price and make it a little bit cheaper. This is going to be coming in D2 steel. We have a nice satin finish on that clip point blade. They're running the D2 59 to 61, and we're looking at just under 4 ounces for our overall weight, and that is including a Taco integral steel frame and 2 G10 slabs. So not a bad weight for this size here. 3.6 inches of blade and about 8.4 overall. So it's a great size. Nice tall blade, pokey, comes down nice and thin. It's very comfortable in the hand for a budget, pure EDC knife, hard user. Crossbar lock is done well, nice and snappy, good access to that cutout, whether you want a thumb or reverse flick. Really nice. SRM, they need to do a premium version of this. There's no doubt in my mind. Deep carry clip, steel rollover, lanyard hole, and it does have the option for left-hand carry, making this a nice ambidextrous EDC knife coming in under the $45 price point. And I told you I had something fun and fidgety on this list for you, and we're talking about the new Daily Carry Co. AI slide. Daily Carry Co. is under new ownership, and already within the first few months there has been some big changes. Now this gravity knife here has been redone and has a new milled titanium pocket clip included with it. We have a PVD coated or anodized aluminum handle. We have a couple of earth magnets that is going to hold this handle together, whether it's closed or opened. We're going to be looking at 14C28N on that Tanto blade. Very pokey. It's a more robust blade. It's not meant to be a slicing type blade. It's more of a harder use blade, and that's what a Tanto is all about, that piercing power. And this is going to do a great job at what it's intended for. These are very, very lightweight. They come in right under 70 grams, and not only would this be a good user on a daily basis, it makes for a very fun knife. Gravity knives are very fun. These are going to come in, the new versions are around 120, but I have here again a coupon code for Daily Carry Co.'s website, and that will knock a little bit down off of this knife. But this is my favorite budget gravity knife on the market. You don't have to spend $200-300 to get a decent gravity knife anymore. Daily Carry Co. really filled a nice spot in the market with the AI slide. Next up, I told you I had some utility for you, and this is the picture in the dictionary next to utility. The TO24 from Allenton's. This thing, I haven't put this thing down. It comes with 3 separate blades. You get a serrated wood type of blade in 9CR. You get the sheep's foot and you get a drop point, all in 9CR with this, and you can buy replaceable blades like $10 per pack. We have a full TC4 titanium handle here, and you might be thinking that's going to be pretty expensive. No, these only come in at 54 bucks. And this is going to not only give you a premium feel in the sense of the titanium, right? The build quality around the action. I have said in the past, if you're new here, I've said in the past that I believe Kaiser is the one making these knives. So you're technically getting, possibly, in my mind, a Kaiser in titanium and 9CR with 3 blades for 54 bucks. That is a phenomenal deal. We are looking at a right-hand carry only deep carry clip. It is surface mounted. It works really good. Very similar to the Vosteed and Kaiser clips we've seen in the past. The detent on this thing is nice and strong, but you got those tall, thick studs with lots of jimping around them. It is very easy to flick this thing open. It has nice acoustics as well. The ergos are really good. You can choke up right behind the edge here, get a ton of control over this blade. The utility is off the charts with this knife. It would be, even if this would be a perfect knife to have no matter what, just because of all the things that it's capable of with those 3 blades. It just provides a lot of options for you. I think it would be a great knife to have in like a car, a kit bag, something of that sort. This is an ultimate folder, in my opinion. So I couldn't decide on which one of these to put in here, whether it was the Predator V2, the V3, or the new Explorer. The Predator V3 here, this is a new release for CMB. This is a knife that I haven't put down a whole lot since I unboxed it several weeks ago. It's been actually quite a bit longer than that. I bought this, and as soon as I saw it, I bought it because I had no idea this was even coming out. And even though I deal with CMB, it's not like I know everything that they're putting out and when they are. So when I saw this, I ran over and picked one up off their website. And they have several of these available in several different configurations. Now, there are a bunch of them that are sold out. They had even more, but since the release, they have sold out of a few different versions, but there are still a couple. These are going to come in right around the $60 price point. You're going to be looking at a beautiful drop point blade in 14C28N, and CMB does a great job with their 14C. We are going to be looking at micarta over top of steel, and it is some really nice micarta. We have a deep carry clip here. It's recessed, and it is going to be reversible for lefties out there. The V3 is now sporting a button plunge lock, where the V2 had a crossbar lock, and there are some other minute changes, thinner on the handle, and a few other slight changes, but nothing really extravagant. So you can kind of pick your poison between crossbar lock or button lock with this knife, and I think that's awesome from CMB. I hope they do even more with the Predator platform, a button compression lock, a pivot base lock, whatever it might be. We are looking at 7.9 overall, so it's a good size, and we are looking at just under 3.5, about 3.4 for our cutting edge. A nice EDC folder at a great price. Next up, hopefully I am timing this right and the unboxing is up for this knife here. But the Trivisa Antler, guys, this thing is freaking sweet. You can pick these up off their website for like 45 bucks. But I have a coupon code and I think it's like 10 or 15%. I think it's 15. So you can knock another 15% off of this knife of the 45. That's a freaking slamming deal for this knife right here if you're looking for a budget EDC. These come in 14C28N. They have stonewash blades. They have PVD coated blades. Nice textured G10 here. They have black, green, blue, orange. They also have micarta variants, but I think those might be out of stock, at least on their website. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think those were button locks. And I think instead of going back to the button lock, they changed it to a liner lock only. So I think the micarta variants, those are gone for good, I'm going to guess. But I think this is even better than the button lock. We got a nice, strong liner here, good detent. We have a fuller for reverse and thumb flick. The flipper tab is really well done, and the way the spine angles inward, you have a just nice trajectory spot there to really get on that flipper. And then the detent is tuned nicely. You can push button it even if you'd like. Nice deep carry wire pocket clip, going to be reversible for lefties. To get this knife under 40 bucks, it's almost criminal not to have one because it's really good for a mid-size EDC. That's going to be really hard to beat in the materials with Trivisa's build quality. Next up, we're taking a look at one of those knives that kind of has it all. The QSP Emu here. These are going to come in right around the $69 price point. It's a newer release for QSP. They've came out over the last month or month and a half, something to that effect. But we're looking at QSP's build quality, which is very, very good. They are responsible for the Penguin, one of the best budget knives of all time. But they have great build quality over there. They get a lot out of the materials that they use, and they finish them very well. We're looking at 7.75 inches overall, so it's a good size. 3 1/4 of 14C28N. That's the cutting edge. Stonewash finish, and we have a nice cutout and flipper for deployment. This is the best flipper crossbar lock knife that has come out yet. QSP really did a good job. You have to really get on this thing in order to flick that blade out. They really have some good springs in here. We're looking at micarta for the handle material over top of steel liners. We do have a nice deep carry clip, and it is going to be recessed. It is reversible for lefties, making this a very nice ambidextrous knife at a good price point. This is going to be a solid utility style EDC, and you get that strong, fun, fidgety crossbar lock. So I gotta have one budget banger, so to speak, on this list, and I think this is one of the most fitting knives I've come across in a while that deserves this place. The Tacray Tarkus here. This comes in under 25 bucks, guys, in this exact version right here. We are going to be looking at a D2 steel blade with a nice PVD coating. I've ran this through a bunch of different material, and that coating holds up well. I had a few viewers who said they've bought one of these. They have 2 of these. They use the hell out of them, and they're really impressed. I have to say, I've been very impressed with this knife. Considering it's 25 bucks, I've been carrying this off and on for the last couple of weeks, and it is a thin, slicey mofo, and it's a laser beam, guys. This thing is ridiculously thin all the way down, and they did a great job on this D2. Nice sharpening choil. We have G10 with a carbon fiber laminate over top. It's finished very well. It's very comfortable. The cutout's done well. You have these 2 areas here for your 2 fingers, and it just works really well. You have a little flat up here you can kind of cheat up behind and get behind that edge. We have a deep carry clip here. It is recessed. That was the only miss on this knife, was they didn't give the option for lefty carry. But guys, for 25 bucks, I wouldn't give 2 squirts about that. I don't like the tack ray, and I don't like that they didn't do left-hand carry, but 25 bucks. This is easily one of the best budget bangers out on the market right now. Next up, we're talking about the CJRB Fugly, and I think this knife is anything but fugly, but we're going to roll with it. This knife comes in right around the $50 price point. We're looking at CJRB's RPM 9, just a spray form of 9CR basically. So you're going to get pretty decent performance out of it at the price point. You can kind of pick between 14C, Nitro V, and RPM 9 as kind of the center spot of that price point, and there's lots of good options. We have a nice sheepsfoot blade here, stonewash finish. These come in a couple different variations. I like the thumb studs on this particular knife, and I like the front flipper on it. It's got a nice detent. I've had a ton of experience with their RPM 9 over the last couple of years. I picked up the very first knife they ever did RPM 9 in, and I've had a ton of it since then. It's gotten better over the years, of course, and we have a nice G10 handle here over top of steel liners, open construction with a couple of standoffs, great access to that liner with a chamfer. Closing action, because of that stouter blade, is really good, really smooth, and typical CJRB fashion. This is built really well and would make a great budget EDC. Next up, we are talking about the Miguron Curex. Now, I have bought in all three of the Curex. There was the original premium Curex, there was the premium Curex 2, then they put out this budget version, and this thing really takes the cake. These are going to come in right around the $58 mark, and you are getting a ton of bang for your dollar with the Curex here. We're going to be looking at about 57, 58 bucks. There are a couple that are sold out. There's a couple that are in stock. You're going to be looking at 3¼ inches of 14C 28N, 7.8 inches overall. They have a satin finish on this particular version, and I believe there's other finishes as well. This satin is really nice on this sheep's foot. We have a cutout and rear flipper for deployment. Detent is tuned very nicely. This has some nice acoustics with it as well. We have black micarta here over top of steel liners with a black micarta backspacer, internal milling for weight relief. Great access to the liner with a nice long chamfer on there. Very, very well done. And to top this knife all off, they hit this thing with a really nice milled titanium clip that goes with the flow of the knife. Very comfortable, great size, good materials, and Sam and Miguron, they do a phenomenal job for the knife community. You'll have to let me know what was your favorite knife from today's video. I always look forward to hearing from you guys. Remember, if you're interested in any of these knives, I will have them linked down below in the description. Do me a solid, hit that thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people. If you're new here to my channel and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you go down there, click the subscribe button, or on your screen right now, there is a G-Ball Vision logo that you can click. I'd love to have you here. Along with that, a couple videos are popping up. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.